What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live, welcome to the video, welcome to the stream, welcome to wherever you are watching this at. Before I started filming this video right here, I was telling my people because we live. So for everybody that's watching right now, I always record my live so that I can post them later on. But I was talking about how lately my body has been going through changes. And I was explaining how the changes that my body has been going through have been almost like it's a connection between the mind and the gut. It's a connection between the mind and the gut. And I just wanted to tell you that a lot of y'all, you may not recognize that you're going through transformations, and you got to pay attention to how everything may react around you. Like some of y'all, it feels like your external world has been rejecting you. It literally may feel like it literally may five-ish changes. You know what I'm saying? But it literally may be feeling like things are just so uncomfortable for you that you just don't fit in with your environment no more. For me, it's like my body has been purging old shit, the old identity, whoever I thought I was. And some of y'all purging your identities too, who you thought you was. That's what this year is about. This year has lots of changes. I mean, it's 2025. The last number is 5. See what I told you, burping. A bitch ain't been drinking no soda, but I just take it as my body is trying to get rid of certain things. You know, there's this guy named Joe Dispenza, and he talks about how when you start going through the process of changing, your body can have certain reactions. Your body can have certain reactions, and I've actually had some of these reactions before where I was going really hard with my meditations. And when I started going really hard with my meditations, I started seeing that my body would have these triggers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it. When I heal, I get body aches. Last time that was my right arm. See? Have any of y'all dealt with that before? Have any of y'all dealt with that before? I feel like that's what I'm dealing with. You know? Um, I think I'm just purging my old reality. I'm purging my old self. I'm purging my old identity. Whoever I was before, that person is no longer here. Like, bro, when I tell you my stomach has been hurting, everything that I eat has been making my stomach feel uncomfortable. I've been letting go. I've been burping consistently, and I'm letting go of old habits. A lot of spiritual people say burping is like the gas. It's like your body integrating and shit like that. Like, I think about it like when you're fasting. When you fast, you start burping at a certain phase in your fast. You start burping, you know? So I definitely been facing that. If you guys have any recommendation, yeah, I'm fast. See, that's crazy. That's crazy. Never noticed that. Yeah, I might have to do a fast because it seemed like my body is really letting go of something. You know, like I have to pay attention to my body and what my body's telling me. Like a lot of y'all don't know, your body is very intelligent. And when you start going through changes, your body can literally start sending you signs that, you know, something is changing. Your brain, your mind, your brain, your head is all connected. It's all connected. So I just took it as a sign that, you know what? I'm changing. I'm changing. The changes that I've been putting in place. And honestly, I don't know, maybe you guys can relate to this. I feel like I got hair in my mouth. I feel like you guys can relate to this, but number one, change. I keep telling y'all, change is not easy. Change is not easy, like, but it's required in order for you to be great. In order for you to have the things that you want, change is mandatory. You cannot elevate or evolve without change. I'm going through some heavy changes right now. Listen, we here with you, baby. We here with you. We here with you. We all going through it together. You feel me? And that's why I come on here to talk to y'all. And I realize, like, you know, sometimes I don't really realize what these lives may be doing for other people. Sometimes I don't realize what me posting content may be doing for other people. And, you know, I want you to think about yourself and ask yourself, there's certain things that you do that you may be thinking nobody is watching. And you be surprised at how much impact you have. There are people that you are influencing who don't even comment to let you know. So I just realized that, like, I think, and this is about to be real deep, but I feel like me and you, like, we friends, we family. Like, I could talk about this stuff with you, and honestly, this be like therapy for me. It's therapy for you, But I'm starting to realize while talking to y'all that I have been thinking that people haven't been seeing me, when in reality, I haven't been seeing myself. Thank you, Mr. Winston. In all reality, I have not been seeing myself, because if I tell y'all I don't feel like people see me, you gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, I'm seeing you right now. Bitch, you've been seen. I see you. You know? And that's something that I'm working through, because I think at some point I didn't want to be seen. And the reason why I don't want to be, sometimes I didn't want to be seen, was because I was afraid of the envy that comes with it. Today is I'm not, like, I'm coming off the heart with today's live. We got to learn the code switch to make it. I didn't say that. I've gone through some heavy. You see, I wouldn't say. See, burping again. Y'all see that? I've gone through some heavy healing with my inner child. That's who is feeling unseen. See? Thank you, Jessica, for the gift. Thank you, Callie, for the gift, or Kai. I can't really see it. But something that I realized was that I was afraid of being seen, because I was afraid of the envy that comes with it. I was afraid of people trying to hurt me. I was afraid of people trying to take advantage of me, but that's all fear-based. You know what I'm saying? But being afraid is what keeps you from changing. That's true. And do you realize that the moment that you become aware of that program, or you become aware of that thought pattern, you're already outside of it? You're already outside of the program, because now you're able to take yourself out of your body and observe yourself. And when you're able to observe yourself, you kind of able to see the truth a little bit. So I started to realize, I was like, man, if I can just see myself more, if I can just be proud of myself more, the world will reflect that. I had to stop blaming the world for shit that I was doing to myself. You get me? I have this mentor, and today I asked her, I said, how do you deal with being overwhelmed? She says, first of all, the question is, why am I allowing myself to get overwhelmed? Guys, that's the third burp. Y'all hear that shit? So I was like, damn, that's deep. That's the problem. I'm allowing myself to get overwhelmed. Mind you, she studies psychology. You know what I'm saying? No one talks about how you have to get your health right first. Love you first. Appreciate that love. Exactly. Exactly. Hold on. Let me fix the Wi-Fi, y'all. Hold on. Let me fix the Wi-Fi. Hold on. I had to fix the Wi-Fi. Yeah. That shit deep though. Like, to really sit there and process things with yourself, you start to realize how much you really been holding yourself back. You know, um, I have this friend who's been telling me that, like, our body is also a reflection of what's happening internally. A lot of people don't realize that the sickness that they're facing is some type of emotional or psychological problem that has manifested within the physical body. Yep. A lot of people don't realize, and I'm teaching this on my mystery school. So if you haven't yet joined my mystery school, click the link in the bio and click Sticks Mystery School. You'll join it. All right. But this is something I've been talking about with people. Like, your physical health is also a representation of your mental health. A lot of people are eating things that are not good for them because of their emotional addiction to guilt. Some people are eating out of control because they don't have control over their emotions. They're binge eating. And then there are some people that's not eating enough because of their emotions. So it's important to take care of that aspect of your body, which is emotional regulation. The more you regulate your emotions, the more happiness will come into your life. The more you can stop yourself from reacting to things that are not good for you, the more success will come into your life. Because every reaction that you give pulls you further away from your destiny. Another thing I had to realize too is that I had to stop blaming things. I had to stop blaming things on the things that are outside of me, because that only meant that I was giving it power. No, you didn't make me mad. I allowed you internally to get me upset, because you can't make me do anything. So really ask yourself, did they make you mad, or did you allow them to make you mad? Because we're in control of our experience. We're in control of ourselves. And we give our control up to other people, you know? I need everybody right now. I realized, y'all, something about TikTok. I had to create, like, I have to use my smaller pages. So what I want y'all to do is, I'm about to type on my other page. I want y'all to follow this page right here. I want you to follow this page. It's called Oriana Manhurst. Did y'all see the comment? Hold on, mother. Look, this page right here. I need y'all to follow this page. So I'm starting to realize that a lot of these new social media platforms, they're prioritizing smaller creators now. You get what I'm saying? Like, before, it was so easy for me to go viral and put stuff out there, but I'm realizing now that these smaller pages, like, if you don't have a lot of followers, or if you feel like your shit is shadow banned, create a new page. You may realize that your page with 15 followers go more viral than your page with 15,000. You get what I'm saying? So what I want y'all to do is, that page that I have pinned right there, I want y'all to go ahead and follow that page, Oriana Manhurst. All right. I'm going to be posting a lot more on there. And eventually we'll get to the point where I can go live from there too. Any of y'all have noticed that? Yeah, I have 2 TikToks. I see the difference. Yeah, I'm starting to realize it. Like, this page has 500,000 followers. But for some reason, it's like it can't break over 1,000 likes at all. Like, and my thing is, I know it's not me, bitch. How do you know if you're shadow banned? I mean, it just makes sense. Like, when you look at your page, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I have 538,000 followers, and some of my videos can't even crack over 1,000 views. So that means that the people are not seeing my. Yeah, I think they want to get small creators. I agree. I definitely agree with that, Jessica. And I feel like that don't make no sense. What don't make no sense? Yeah, you're right. You're right. It don't make no sense. I got 500,000 followers, but I can't get 1,000 views. Like, and the thing about it is, you can't say that my content is not good. My people want to see my content, But I think about when I first created my page and I first started making TikToks, it was so easy to go viral. I post whatever and it'll go viral, So I was like, okay, the key is I need to make another page. And it's funny too, because all of the big creators, they create a new page. And even then, if you notice with Twitch, everybody on Twitch, they got multiple pages, So I don't see it as nothing negative. I see it as an opportunity. That's the thing. Like, sometimes we can look at situations and we can feel like, oh my God, why is it this? Why is it that? Why is it this? No, everything is an opportunity to get better. Thank you, Amma, for the gift. Amma Ghana. Everything is an opportunity for you to get better. Everything is an opportunity for you to grow. So I know that regardless, like, I got the new page. Y'all make sure y'all follow it, y'all. Make sure y'all follow it. Damn, 15 followers already. Boy, y'all not playing. Y'all not playing. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's my people. That's my people. TikTok be trying to make it seem like I'm not as big as bitch. I am big. The fuck? Like, stop playing with me. The fuck? Hold on, I'm just commenting again so I could keep this pen. We about to keep going now. I want to keep talking about it. I want to keep talking. Just finished watching Your New Life Will Cost Your Old One an hour ago. Appreciate it. You know what I realized too about y'all? Y'all really like long videos. Y'all like to sit there and watch long videos. I don't know. How do y'all watch it? Do y'all just let it play in the background? Love you too, Bittersweet. Do y'all just watch it play on the background or what? Yeah, I let it play. See, yeah. I realize y'all like them longer videos. What's up, Snow Nomad? Sleeping. Content has to be worth it, but yeah, my content's always worth it. When I open my mouth, it becomes worth it. The long videos with great content for sure. I mean, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yep, working while listening. How is your camera so clear? Baby, I invested in my gear. This camera is not cheap, baby. This camera is about $6,000, $5,000 to $6,000. I make long videos on my other page and I get a lot of views. That's on the new page. What you talking about? No, no, no. I'm talking about on my YouTube. I created a new YouTube channel too. Like somebody said, any recommendations on microphones? That Shure microphone, Shure. The Shure microphone is pretty good. I'm using a Neumann. How do you overcome fear of being seen? Honestly, I started to realize that me not being seen was holding me back. And once I figured out that I was holding myself back, see, a lot of times you have to ask yourself, why don't I want to be seen? It's hard. It's hard for you to fix that problem if you don't know the root of where it comes from. Because once you know the root of where it comes from, you can psychologically rewire it, you know? So I recognize that I wasn't being seen because I wasn't allowing myself to be seen because mentally I was afraid of it. Why am I afraid of it? Because I deal with a lot of envy. And one of the most traumatic things that happened in my life that I've healed from was somebody being so envious that they tried to harm me. You get me? They tried to steal something. So that's what happens. Sometimes the things that are meant to build us, we think it was meant to break us. The things that we thought were meant, the things that come into our life to heal us, we psychologically think that it came to break us. And baby, if that's not far from the truth, I want y'all to ask questions. I want y'all to ask questions. I want y'all to ask questions. No, of course, of course, of course. You know, being great is not easy. You know, I was talking again to my mentor today, and I was telling her how, 33 is the highest number. 33 is the highest number, right? And 33 is like the influence. 33 is like the leader, right? I want you to understand that some of y'all are leaders in your life. And leaders always have it the hardest. I need you to understand that leaders always have it the hardest. When you are the best player on the team, the coach goes the hardest on you because you have the most potential. Because it costs more to you. When you make a mistake, it costs more when it comes from you. Somebody that's not all that great or somebody that's not all that, they don't have to watch their moves because nobody's watching. They don't have to be strategic like you do because nobody cares. Even a 33-6. Even a 33-6. And what I had to realize was that I was comparing myself to people who were nobodies. When you are royalty, you don't worry about the energy of a peasant. Some of y'all, you're upset because the peasants get away with things that you can't get away with. But have you ever asked yourself, why can they get away with it? Because it doesn't matter. You're comparing yourself to people who don't have any longevity in their career. You're comparing yourself to people who was peaking in high school. Remember when you was in high school and you wanted certain attention or you wanted to be popular, Those people that you wanted to be like, your boy's listening to AI right now. Those people that you wanted to be like, ask yourself, where are they? People used to make fun of me in school because I was different. People used to say, oh, she thinks she Naruto. Oh, she da. But those same people today come to my page and say, do you remember me from high school? No, bitch, I don't actually. You was a part of the audience. You was too busy watching me. You was too busy critiquing me. So I don't pay attention to the crowd. So no, I don't remember you. But you remember me, huh? You remember this face very well, huh? Exactly. You know? So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, is that some of the things that you be looking at and comparing yourself from, it don't even matter. Somebody said calling people peasants. Hell yeah, I'm calling that motherfucker a peasant. Fuck you talking about? Yes, they are a peasant. Not because of what they have, not because of who they are, but because of how they think, because of how they carry themselves. You know? I don't understand why you so worried about me calling people peasant. You're not a peasant, right? I don't think you a peasant because you here. So that means that you have some type of value within your mind. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been here in so long. I missed you so much. I appreciate that. Listen, if you want to keep up, I'm new, just asking. At least I'm getting new people. I'm here. I'm here. I'm good. I'm good. But just while everybody is here, I know some of y'all have been wanting to find me. I want y'all to follow this new page that I have. I just tagged it because I'm realizing TikTok newer pages are getting more visibility. So make sure you guys follow that page that I just tagged. Okay, that's my new page. All right. All right. So make sure you guys follow that. Um, how do I stop looking at myself as a pest, as a peasant, as a burden? You are looking at yourself as a peasant, number one, because at some point in your life, somebody viewed you like that and you accepted it. You get what I'm saying? You have accepted somebody else's narrative. And you have to go back in time. This is where meditation comes in. Because when you meditate, it has no choice but to come up. Okay? It has no choice but to come up. So you have to meditate in order. S Dizzle, why don't you just DM me and I'll send you a link to a good microphone. Okay. I really need to create an Amazon storefront for all my people who want to know what I use and all that stuff. I'll do that eventually. Yeah, so you have to ask yourself, hey man, like where did this come from? How do you meditate? Join my mystery school. Join my mystery school. You feel me? I have a online school where I am using my platform to be able to enlighten people as much as possible. And I'm not really here to enlighten you based off of just my opinions. I'm enlightening you based off of some of the sciences that I've studied. And I show you my resources too. You know what I'm saying? Everyone meditates differently. That's what I'm asking. Well, the way that I meditate is on my mystery school. You can go watch it. If you want to, you can go on my YouTube and you can see that there's some meditation videos if you don't want to join the mystery school. My YouTube is free, so I just would prefer you go actually watch the content, so just go on YouTube and you'll see it. But a lot of the meditations that I do are connected to neuroscience. Okay. You guys have watched Becoming Supernatural before. You guys have watched Supernatural before. You guys have read Becoming Supernatural. Have heard of Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza is very great at explaining it. So even then, if you don't want to join my mystery school, go read Joe Dispenza. What I was doing on my mystery school was I was actually hosting these meditations. I was just trying to get people to hold themselves accountable and to have a community to do it. There's no science without spirituality and vice versa. Science is the study of spirituality. Are you still on your David Goggins arc? Yes. I'm so glad you asked me that. I am still on my David Goggins arc, but I feel like now I finally understand this whole time what he's been talking about. I was thinking that to be on a David Goggins arc is to run. That's what I thought. Until I realized that David Goggins wasn't saying that you had to run. David Goggins was saying that running is his way of breaking through his mind. Does that make sense? Some of us, we think that we have to follow other people's exact plan, and that's not the case. You have to find the thing that helps you break inside your mind. And for me, what helps me to break through to my mind is sitting in silence. I'm a person that needs time to be to myself, or I'm going to hate you. Excuse me. When I start to feel like people are not giving me the space to be to myself, I feel like you don't care about me. And all you care about is what you can get from me. You get what I'm saying? What's your sign? I'm a Libra Scorpio cusp. October 23rd. Aries moon, Aquarius rising. Aquarius rising. But yeah. So I don't know. I've been having a lot of realizations, y'all. Real talk. I'm an Aquarius. See, I attract a lot of Aquariuses. Hold on, I'm trying to keep tagging my Instagram. Y'all, it's 60 of y'all. All right. It's 60 of y'all. What I need y'all to do is I need y'all to follow my page. Where's my other page? I need y'all to follow my other page because guess what? I got to make a comeback. Like, I really ain't never left, but I got to go harder. Like, I need motherfuckers to see my face everywhere. I got a message. So make sure you guys, I sense the Aries energy. Where you sense my Aries energy? Yeah, y'all follow that page. Help me grow that page. But and honestly, if I was you, if you're a person that is trying to grow on social media, if I was you, I would watch how I grow this new page. I don't know, I just sensed it. That means your intuition is on point. I want to tell you guys about a book that I'm reading right now, but I'm also going to break it down on my mystery school. The book is called Master Key System. A lot of these books that I tell you guys about, I've read them over and over and over again. Master Key System, I've read it about 4 times. But it's not about how many times you read it. A lot of times you need to reread something so it can be ingrained in your brain. That's what it was for me. I needed to ingrain the message back in my brain because sometimes we go out in the world and we forget. You know what I mean? Can you make it big without numerology? I made it big before without numerology. The thing about it is that I wish I had numerology when I was first starting because I would have took a little bit more advantage of certain things and I would have stayed away from certain things. You get what I'm saying? But do I regret it? No. I just know that I'm blessed to have numerology at a young age. Sometimes we compare ourselves to people and we don't even realize how young we actually are. And if I was you too, I would do whatever I can to know as much as I can about myself. This life is about you figuring out who you are, or better yet, remembering who you are. Another thing I want to tell y'all too is, let me tell y'all one of my limiting beliefs that I had. I had a limiting belief that I always had to do more. My limiting beliefs that I had before was that I always had to do more. I gotta do more. And what I didn't realize was that, it's not that I had to do more. I do a lot. I do a lot more than some people that's super successful. The new belief is, it's not that I have to do more. I have to align myself more. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the new belief. The new belief is not, oh, I need to work harder. You know what I'm saying? It's not you doing anything wrong. It's how they fix the app to lower our vibration and confidence. Nah, it's not even about the app, because when I was first really getting heavy into manifestation, like, I want you to understand, in order for and I have a book on this. I'll tell y'all where the book at soon. Like, I'll tell you that or whatever. Do y'all want to know where the book at? I'll tell you, but when I first got on TikTok, I would always write down, I want to be famous. I want a cult-like fan base. I want to be famous. And then literally a couple days after I wrote that down, I blew up on TikTok and I gained like 10,000 followers in one day. And yeah, I was posting a lot of videos, but I wasn't really doing a lot. Because in the eyes of other people, all I was doing was I was just on my phone all day. But the reason why I was blowing up as much as I was blowing up was because I was not worried about the external world. I was overly focused on my internal world. That's all I cared about, was, what am I thinking right now? And whenever something negative came up, I always would be very delusional about it and say, no, this is helping me. I was driving a Honda, y'all. I was driving a Honda, and I still have the Honda too. I was driving a Honda, and every time I drove that Honda, I acted like I was driving a Mustang. 2 months later, I bought the Mustang with my money from TikTok. 2 months later. 2 months later. And at some point, I ran into the Coach Stormies. I ran into the people who saw how fast I was growing and wanted to be a part of their life. And what I realized was that people like her were planting limiting beliefs within my mind. And the reason why was because she made me think you have to work harder. That's why you're not a millionaire. She made me think that the goal was to be a millionaire. Be a millionaire, be a millionaire, be a millionaire, be a millionaire. But that's not why I started this. So do you now see how I got on TikTok to give out knowledge and to help people, but then you come across people who want to harness your energy and they try to shift your path. They try to shift the way that you think to fuel them. You have to be careful of people who come into your life and try to rewire your brain so you can work for them. When I started TikTok, it wasn't to be a millionaire. In my eyes, I was already famous. I was already successful. I was already 21 years old. I hit my first 6 figures. I wasn't trying to hit 6 figures. Are you really peeping what I wasn't trying to hit 6 figures. Shit, I didn't even know what that meant. I wasn't trying to start a business. I wasn't trying to do any of that stuff. I was just trying to put my music out there, and I was just trying to help people. What made me start TikTok was the fact that I had so much spiritual wisdom that I was learning, and I was excited to share it with my friends, but my friends didn't give a fuck about what I was talking about. So I was like, since my friends don't really care about the stuff that I'm putting together, my little PDFs, I'm just going to give it to TikTok. And then I blew up. Now, why am I telling you this? Because from the beginning, it started from my heart. It didn't start from my ego. It didn't start from me wanting money. I wasn't doing this for money. Money was just a side effect of, oh shit, and I can make money. It just felt like, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to get you to understand is that take your mind off of the money. Take your mind off of, you're not going to get the money unless you're an 8 life path or a 28 life path. You're not going to get the money by focusing on money. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to get the money by focusing on the money. You're going to get the money by focusing on your destiny and focus on doing what you're called to do. And what I was called to do was to help people. What I was called to do was to serve people. What I was called to do was to speak life. Woo, I don't know why that's getting me emotional. Woo! What I was called to do was to speak life into people. What I was called to do was to love people and to create art that inspired people. You know? And that was my awakening. I had to unlearn all those beliefs about money, 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 money. And you know what's crazy? You know what made me literally stop worrying about money like that? I had got a fat ass check. And when I got that fat ass check, I started to realize that I was idolizing money. And now that I had it, I realized how much I was actually lost. It took me to have a lot of money for me to realize that you're not actually the goal. I shouldn't even be chasing you. You should be chasing me. And why should money be chasing me? Because I'm valuable. You're valuable. But your money is never going to chase you if you don't ever show your value. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about it like this. Like, all that matters truly is you being on your destiny and you being in the highest alignment with what you're supposed to be doing in this life. Because guess what? If God made you to be the best plumber there is, you may think being a plumber doesn't make a lot of money. Being a plumber isn't very successful, or this and this and that. You don't know what God may have planned for you. God may have planned for you to be plumbing for celebrities. God may have you planned to be plumbing and podcasting. You know what I'm saying? Like, God may have for you to build the next toilet that flushes and cleanses on its own. You don't know how big your path may be because you're judging it off of a very small perspective. The Most High, the God creator, whatever, does not make mistakes. And everything that you've been through, you know what I'm saying? Even the little stuff that I've been through where people were changing the way that I think about things, I was supposed to go through that. Because guess what? When you get lost a little bit and you come back to where you're supposed to come back, you don't get lost as much. Or when you do get lost, you come back quicker, just like meditation. That you see how life is like a meditation? Sometimes you get drifted away, but every time you come back, it's a win. Come on. Oh my gosh, I'm chasing the money and hiding myself. Yeah, you're chasing a result. You're chasing an effect. You're chasing a side effect. You're chasing something that's supposed to be chasing you. You see, a lot of y'all don't understand why I teach magnetism. I don't teach magnetism for you to get a boyfriend, for you to get a girlfriend. I teach magnetism because it is the root of creation. It's the root of creation. And the reason why I say it's the root of creation, look. Let me give you an example. The reason why I say it's the root of creation because creation is based off of your energy. Creation is based off of your energy, and whatever energy you put out, that's what you're going to get back. But it takes you to get really connected with yourself. So what I'm going to do is, if you have not yet, click the link in the bio and join the mystery school. What I'll do today too is I'll make the mystery school. Today is $28. The mystery school is $28, right? But what I'll do is I'll make the mystery school for you to join $10 today. Okay? I'll make it so the mystery school is only $10 to join. Is that a deal? That's a good deal, right? Let me go ahead and put it up for y'all. I'm going to make it so you can join for $10 today, okay? And even if you just join for one day, okay, I'm about to do it right now for y'all. Hold on. I'm literally creating a coupon right now for you, okay? I'm creating a coupon right now for you, all right? So the coupon code is magnetic. No. Mystery. That's the coupon. The coupon today is mystery, all right? The coupon is mystery. Hold on, just wait for me now. All right, hold on. Hold on. So yeah, if you click the link in my bio, and you go to Sticks Mystery School, it should be $10 off. No. It should be $10 total. And all you have to do is type in the code mystery. All caps. All caps. All caps. All caps. All caps. All right, it's set. The link is in my bio. Yeah, but excuse me. Do y'all see how much my body is purging? Like, that's the crazy thing about it. Once you start doing the work, your body and your life will start to represent it. So check this out. This is something that I wanted to read to y'all. I actually have a whole like document on this, and you guys will see it in the mystery school. But so this is called the magnetic art of reality, mastering your reality. My question to you is, how many of y'all feel like you don't have a grip on your reality? How many of y'all feel like your life is not how you want it to be? Go ahead, be real, be honest. Be honest. Let's talk about it. Be honest. Me. Okay, cool. Let me tell you, let me read this to you, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to take notes. And if this and if at any point you start to feel like, damn, this is actually really helping me, I want you to comment it. Shay Joy, me, everything is going wrong right now. You might need a numerology reading. But let's continue, okay? So, to wield power is to understand magnetism. So a lot of you guys feel powerless. The reason why you feel powerless is because you've given your power away. Okay? And when you give your power away, then what else do you have? And I've done that too at sometimes. I call my power back from anyone and anything that I have given it to without my permission. Sometimes you have to say these chants to bring your energy back because your words are powerful. Okay? So, to wield power is to understand magnetism. To command attention is to embody a presence that feels both inevitable and untouchable. In the grand stage of life, as outlined by masters of seduction and reality transurfing, the key is not to chase, but to pull. I want to talk about that a little bit. Some of y'all have been chasing instead of pulling things towards you. Chasing takes you out your power. Chasing gets you sweaty. Chasing gets you tired. Chasing gets you tired. When you're chasing after something, that means it's out of your reach. But when you're pulling things towards you, that means that it's within you. Because that means that something inside of you is resonating with that thing that's being pulled towards you. But if you're chasing something, that means that it's running away. If you're chasing something, that means that it's not in alignment with you. Because a lot of times the things that are in the most alignment with you seem almost effortless. And we wonder, why is this person just effortlessly winning while I'm struggling? That's because subconsciously you don't realize that you chose the struggle. Okay? To become a gravitational force so irresistible that others orbit you without knowing why. Royalty, as history teaches, is not simply a title, it is a state of being. So there was something that XXX said. He said, if you want to be a prince or if you want to be treated like a princess, you have to carry yourself as so. You want to be royalty, but you don't act like you want to be royalty. You don't treat yourself like you're going to be royalty. And the reason why is because when you try to act in alignment as royalty, you tell yourself that that's not you. You tell yourself that that's not you. Somebody said, is aura maxing magnetism? No. Magnetism is a way of being to the point that people think you're aura maxing. Magnetism is just you. Aura maxing is an action. You get what I'm saying? To be magnetic is like an adjective. Saying error with code. How is it saying error? It's mystery all caps. Mystery all caps. Mystery all caps. Mystery all caps. Here, let me see. Sticks Mystery School. Let me try it. Let me try it myself. It's working. Yeah, somebody said it's working. Nah, it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. Damn, you can't see it. Hold on. It worked. Put the coupon code mystery. Damn. Damn. Why the shit? Damn. Shit won't focus. Whatever. It's monthly. It's monthly. I get what you're saying between the difference of aura maxing and magnetism. Yeah. So what I want you to understand is that to be royal, you have to embody it. Okay. And you have to also understand that you don't need to be successful already to be successful. Did that make sense to y'all? You do not need to be successful to be successful. That means that you don't need physical evidence to know that something is true. Some of y'all are thinking that there's this quote that says a lack of evidence doesn't mean, what's the quote? Let me ask ChatGPT. What is that quote that talks about a lack of evidence doesn't mean it's not there? Some shit like that. What's that quote? The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to get you to understand is just because you may not see what you identify as success already in your life does not mean that it's not there. In the words of Neville Goddard says the reason why you can't see it is because your consciousness has excluded it from your view because you don't believe in it. You get what I'm saying? And I started to really think about that because I feel like we can't really see the truth of things. Everything is really an illusion. And the reason why I say this is because I feel like low key, I already have thousands of people watching me, but because I don't really mentally align with it yet, I can't see it truly. Does that make sense? But then the thing about it is that y'all talk to me, y'all react to me as if there is thousands of people watching. So then it makes me think maybe my perspective is stopping me from seeing the truth. And that's when it goes back into your identity and how you see yourself. Y'all run up the likes on this live, y'all. So royalty, as history teaches, is not simply a title, it's a state of being. So this is a story about Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus understood this well. Despite humble beginnings, he carried himself with the airs of a monarch negotiating with sovereigns as if their approval were a mere formality. He did not beg, he declared. Some of y'all are begging people to see you. And that's why they don't see you. Because guess what? A superstar don't beg for shit. Royalty don't beg to be seen. If anything, royalty be like, please, I'm tired of it. You get me? So the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because we all know Christopher Columbus ain't really discovered shit. But he carried himself like he was discovering shit. And that's how he got all the credit. You see how that worked? This nigga truly believed he was that nigga, even though he wasn't that nigga, but I guess he was that nigga. At this point, who am I to discredit him being that nigga if the nigga is in the history books? The history don't gotta be right, but his belief was right. This man, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all what this man did. Christopher Columbus literally was able to marry himself into a royal family all because he acted like he was royalty. Everybody that he talked to assumed that he came from a royal background all because of how he carried himself. And because he carried himself like royalty, the person that he married who had a royal family, they invested into him blindly because he just had so much belief. And that's something that I realized psychologically. If you look like you know where you're going, or psychologically you seem very sure about where you're going, people will follow. If you seem like you know where you're going, people will follow. Okay? So, he did not beg, he declared. He did not submit. He dictated terms as though he already stood on equal footing. This means that when he would walk up to people and be like, I want you to invest in me, he didn't walk up to them like, oh, well, I think I could, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said, I find it so hard to believe the delusions, though. How do you go about that? And at what point is it a psychosis? Truth be told, I believe, this is what I would say. Some of those people that have psychosis are not actually crazy. And I want you to understand that according to African spirituality, some of those people with a psychosis also, they are in battle with their Ori. And your Ori is a deity. Your Ori is an Orisha. So a lot of people are just not in alignment with their own head, so they battle with it. You get what I'm saying? But my thing is, how can it be a psychosis for you to believe that you're already successful? What are you trying to believe? You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you're afraid of believing because of what it may seem like to other people. But the thing about it is that if you believe it and you know it's you, you don't have to share it with people. You don't have to tell people I'm successful. It's you. You don't have to tell people I'm a famous model. I'm a this, I'm a that. When you embody it well enough, people tell you that. And my thing is, if you feel like you're going crazy, I would say that it's probably because you haven't picked a life yet. You're in between both lives. And being in between identities can probably do that to you. Is this making sense, y'all? Is this making sense? Is this making dollars? Is this helping y'all understand a little bit more? Deep talk. You don't need to talk. Deep talk. Exactly. I don't need to tell people I'm important. I'm high quality. High quality don't have to promote itself. High quality high quality is effortless. It just bees. And people tell it, you are worth it. And people, when you're really beautiful, you don't have to tell people I'm beautiful. No, people come to you and say, you're beautiful. You're stunning. But what I want you to do is I want you to look at your life and see what your life is reflecting to you. And ask yourself, how have I played a part in this? I mean, you didn't play a part. You played the whole thing, but look at the reflection and ask yourself, damn, where's this coming from? You feel me? So let's continue. He did not beg. And what was the result? Kings and queens opened their coffers to fund his dream. All because he was so convicted. I finally found you. Oh, if you finally found me, then this is what I need you to do. I need you to follow my new page so that you never lose me again. Fuck you talking about? What I want you to do is I want you to follow my new page so you never lose me again. And listen, y'all, what I need y'all to do is like all of the videos on there. Make sure TikTok don't play with me no more. Cause we going for another takeover. Thought you was AI Soldier Boy. You thought Soldier Boy was me. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, so that's what I want you to do. Go ahead and follow that page so y'all can always stay connected and turn on the notifications, everything, so you don't lose me. But let's continue going, right? That's the thing. When you convict yourself like I'm gonna be successful, people start to see it. It's pinned, y'all. People start to see it. The same principle governs today's world. The modern royal does not require a throne or crown. They wear their sovereignty in their posture, their voice, and their very aura. What that means is that nowadays, royalty isn't wearing a crown. Royalty wears it as a way of being. You don't have to look at somebody's crown to be, and somebody can have a crown and still not be royalty. It's in the way that somebody carries themselves. It's in their magnetism. It's in their energy. Like Columbus, they move with an unwavering belief in their destiny, compelling others to submit to their vision. When your energy starts to get so strong, other people will feel the reality that you're creating and they will get sucked into your world. They will get sucked into your world. Trust what I'm telling you. Trust what I'm telling you. Trust what I'm telling you. People will get sucked into your world when you make your energy field big enough. All right. So let's continue. All right. The secret is in projection. Act as if you are already who you wish to be, and the world will conspire to confirm your belief. I want y'all to copy that in your phone, in your notes, wherever the fuck. I'm about to send it right now. Act as if you are already who you wish to be, and the world will conspire to confirm your belief. So whatever it is that you believe about yourself, all the world did was just confirm it. If you think that people don't respect you, that's because you don't respect you. And if you don't see how that is, then that means you need to sit with yourself a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You think people don't take care of you, but you don't take care of you. You don't brush your teeth on time. You don't take showers when you need to. Self-care is the key to wealth. Self-care is the key to wealth. You feel me? So you don't have to tell people to take care of you. You don't have to tell people to respect you. When you have such a high level of respect for yourself, people feel afraid to disrespect you. People feel afraid to even, they're like, oh, I'm sorry. You like, think about it like this, right? Somebody said, what if it's in your family? That means that you have to separate from them for a period of time, become a new person, and then come back and reintroduce yourself. Sometimes if someone is not respecting you, you have to go away, reinvent yourself, and come back. And the reason why I say this is because when you come back, you're literally going to have to reintroduce yourself. Okay? So, to command respect, you first have to embody it. Speak less, but with deliberation. Somebody said, but it's lonely. It's only lonely because you're going into a cocoon. Once you come out the cocoon, you start to attract people who are just like you. That it's only lonely because you're going into the cocoon. For real, when I started taking care of myself, I was seen just how I wanted to be seen. And people notice. You think people don't notice? People notice. People know when you struggling with money because of how you carry yourself. Because you looking like your circumstances. That's why you shouldn't be, I don't care how broke you may seem, never dress like you broke. Never act like you broke. Always dress like you where you want to be. Move with elegance that suggests everything is within your grasp. Nothing is urgent. Let your silence be louder than the noise around you. Thank you. Let your silence be louder than the noise around you. When you exude this aura, others will instinctively lower their defenses, drawn to your certainty and your serenity. People will start to trust you more. Thank you, Helen, for the gift. Thank you, Vimba Nashe, for the gift. Thank you, Boxy, for the gift. Thank you, Mackenzie, for the gift. Thank you, Nothing Above, for the gift. I appreciate you guys so much. I told myself I was going to do everything effortlessly from this point on. If it's too hard, like if it's taking, not too hard, but if it's causing too much resistance, it's not for me. How do we break through? By joining my mystery school. My mystery school will teach you everything. I told you I got a deal right now. But the way that you break through is, number one, you might have to go through a sabbatical. Do you guys know what a sabbatical is? Do you guys know what a sabbatical is? Let's look up the definition of a sabbatical because I don't want to lie to you. Sabbatical. Okay. a sabbatical? A sabbatical is a period of time during which someone, such as basically a period of time where you take a break, a rest or a break. That's what a sabbatical is. A sabbatical is a period of, okay, so they doing it like in university terms, but basically a sabbatical is taking time away. That's what a sabbatical is. Some of y'all, and I read this in Joe Dispenza's book, maybe you need to go away for like a weekend and cut off all communications with everyone, and you're going to reprogram your mind. The reason why you're going to take a sabbatical is because some of y'all are so hooked on your environment like it's a drug. What that means is that some of y'all, your environment is triggering you so much that you can't even help but to respond and react to it. So you have to cut out all of your reactions in order for you to, it's almost like a rehab from your old self. It's basically like you're taking a rehab from your old self. And honestly, every time I do that, I feel so refreshed. Let's keep going. Okay? People are intoxicated by what they cannot fully understand. Sometimes you need to keep certain things private. Sometimes if you're truly royalty, if you're truly valuable, you don't give access to everyone. Some of y'all, you're not in your power because you give everybody everything once you talk to them. You give everybody access. You start telling them all your business. The most sacred things are kept secret. Why you think Beyonce has the power that she has? Beyonce started to understand her power and she was like, I'm not going to give it to everybody. Why do you think Michael Jackson wasn't in your face all the time? The reason why was because he was so focused on cultivating himself. And when he was focused on cultivating himself, he went inside. Some of y'all are so distracted with the external world. Some of y'all are too busy trying to be seen by the external world. So you make yourself accessible to everybody. Some of y'all don't believe that you have enough power to disappear and still be relevant. You know how powerful you have to be to disappear and still be relevant? But the truth be told is, look at the people who are royalty. Look at the people who carry themselves with high class. They're not the loudest. They're not yelling. They're usually very what? Demure. They're very demure, very classy. A lot of times people go to them begging to get them to talk. You ever saw somebody who wasn't really talking as much and you was using all your power to try to get them to talk, asking them all these questions just to get them out? Look at how much effort you're putting just to get them to talk. You know what that is? That's you seeking validation from them because they're not easily giving it to you. That's you seeking validation from them because you don't know where they stand with you because they're selective with their words. They're not here to validate everybody. And a lot of times people want their validation because they respect them. Somebody said, that's repelling though. What's repelling? Okay. Reality transurfing teaches us that the energy you radiate attracts the reality you desire. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions must align with the image of the royal you seek to become. I'm gonna put that in the comments. I'm gonna put that in the comments because that ate, boy. My little reports be eating, child. My little reports be eating. What if we manifested what we want, but it's not exactly what we wanted? That nonchalant, one-sided conversation stuff. I'm not telling you to be nonchalant. If you have to try to be nonchalant, you're not as magnetic as you think you are. I'm not telling you to be nonchalant. I'm telling you not to overshare. Because oversharing is a very insecure trait. There's a difference. There's a difference. Some people are oversharing because they want to be liked. Some people are oversharing because they're trying to force intimacy. That's deep. You never heard it like that. You heard what I said? Some people are oversharing because they are trying to force intimacy. They're trauma bonding. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to what I was saying. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions must align with the image of the royal you seek to become. This is not delusion, it is design. If you move as if the world is yours, it will bend to accommodate your will. How do you stop doing that though? Awareness. The way you stop doing anything is through awareness. You have to become so aware of every single thought that you think that you do not default back to your old self. Deaf used to overshare to seek validation. Yeah, some of y'all overshare your plans because you want somebody to give you belief. That's why some of y'all overshare. Thank you, Nothing Above, for the rose. Thank you, Queen, for the rose. Thank you, Mazim Paka, for the rose. You know? And another thing you have to do too is stop seeking approval from people. You are a trailblazer. You don't seek approval. And the reason why you don't seek approval is because a lot of times the people that you would seek approval from were never going to understand your vision to begin with. You are ahead of the curve. You don't need anybody else's belief. I need you to understand that. Some of y'all can't function without somebody else believing in you. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You do not need somebody else's belief for it to happen. I'm telling you. I'm trying to put you on game, sweetie. I'm trying to put you on game. I'm giving you the game. Other people's belief are just going to get in the way anyway. You know what I'm saying? I just answered this. What if we got what we wanted, but it's not exactly what we desire? The reason why it's not what you wanted is because you probably were manifesting it out of lack. And once you got it, you realize that that's not the real thing that you wanted. Some of y'all can manifest money and then you get a job that takes away your freedom. You got the money though, right? Some of y'all are manifesting a relationship with a specific person and you don't realize that you're only manifesting it because you feel lonely. So you weren't manifesting love out of self-love because like attracts like. You were so lonely that you wanted someone and now you feel even more alone. That's why you should stop trying to word what you want. And you should focus on being what you want. Because when you be what you want, there's no way for it to be a mistake. You want wealth, be wealth. You feel me? So, another thing too, speak with certainty. Speak like you know you're going to be successful. Speak like you know. Some of y'all, you speak like you don't know. Some of y'all, you speak like, I think. You speak with confusion and then you get mad when that's what you get back. Confusion. Remember, y'all, I want y'all to join Sticks Mystery School. So click the link in the bio. Click Sticks Mystery School. And it's on sale today for $10. All you have to do is put the coupon code mystery. Let me type it. Link in bio. Sticks Mystery School. Code mystery. All caps. Period. All right. So speak with the certainty of someone whose words are commands. In your relationships, demand respect by never appearing overly eager or overly available. You know why? Do you know why? The reason why is because when you are actually focused on growing within yourself, you are actually busy. When you want to be better, when you want to be great, when you are royalty, that means that you spend a lot of time taking care of yourself because you understand that self-care is the key to everything that you want. So that means that, yes, don't fake being busy. Be actually busy. Have your Pilates classes. Have your yoga classes. Have time that you spend with yourself, quality time. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, holy crisp. Is my quality eating like that, y'all? Is my quality really eating like that? That got people coming and talking with some holy crisp? Y'all is hilarious. Motherfucker said, holy crisp. I'm looking at it. Damn, this is clear, bitch. This is clear, bitch. I just looked at it myself. This is clear. Are y'all watching it sideways or are y'all watching it straight up and down, vertical or horizontal? Which way y'all watching this? Which way y'all? Bitch, don't look at my hairline, bitch. Vertical. Ah, you could watch it horizontal too. Both. That's crazy. But yeah, the sauce is just the camera. That's it. It's just the camera. It's an FX3. All right. So, let's continue. Act as if you are bringing immense value to every interaction. You need to make people feel like you're doing them a favor. You need to make people feel, but look, there's people who's not doing shit for other people and make them think that they're doing a favor. You want to be a person that makes people know that you are doing them a favor because you are. Like, your energy is. That's one thing about me. Excuse me. That's one thing about me. I know that whoever I come in contact with, I can help them grow. Hands down. They could just give me their birthday alone, and me reading their birthday alone is going to put them in alignment. How many of y'all here have seen me give a birthday reading before? And the thing about that is when you know that you have that ability, you have to protect that. You can't give everybody access to that. You cannot give everybody access to that. You see that? Look, they started throwing the birthdays. I see. You see? Because they know. You feel me? So let's continue. In today's world, the royal archetype manifests in the boardroom, on social media, or even in intimate settings. It is the influencer who commands millions with a single post, the entrepreneur who turns dreams into empires, or the lover who leaves an indelible mark on every heart they touch. To possess this energy is to understand that royalty is a choice, not a circumstance. Like Columbus, you must act before you are crowned. Believe you are destined for greatness. Move as if the world owes you its riches. And watch as your reality reshapes itself to fit your vision. How many of y'all feel like what I just read to y'all resonated with y'all? How many of y'all feel like that? Because I know I just spit game. I just spit game, child. I just gave y'all game. Scorpio moon rising in alignment. I'm in alignment, huh? I'm speaking them facts, huh? Trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, man. Another thing I need y'all to do is I need y'all to really take yourself serious. I really need y'all to focus on yourself. Stop giving your energy to everybody else. Y'all be giving your good ashe, your good energy to everybody else. I'm not going to work so hard anymore. No, don't work hard. Work hard. Work hard. Because when you're doing things from the heart, you never run out of energy. But when you're working hard, you burn out. Thank you, Patsy, for the gift. Thank you, Sajin, for the gift. Thank you, Patsy, again for the heart. Thank you guys for the gifts. I feel like when I'm doing something from my heart, I can't get tired. But when I'm trying to do something for money or for I get tired. You feel me? Now, before I go, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do let me finish right here.